Episode number 339. You had only read a line, or two, said D'Artagnan. Read the letter again from the commencement. Willingly, said Aramis. My dear cousin, I think I shall make up my mind to set out for Béthune, where my sisters placed a little servant in the convent of the Carmelites. This poor child is quite resigned, as she knows she cannot live elsewhere without the salvation of a soul being in danger. Nevertheless, if the affairs of a family are arranged, as we hope they will be, I believe she will run the risk of being damned, and will return to those she regrets, particularly as she knows they are always thinking of her. Meanwhile, she is not very wretched. What she most desires is a letter from her intended. I know that such viands pass with difficulty through convent gratings, but after all, as I have given you proofs, my dear cousin, I am not unskilled in such affairs, and I will take charge of the commission. My sister thanks you for your good and eternal remembrance. She has experienced much anxiety, but she is now at length a little reassured, having sent her secretary away in order that nothing may happen unexpectedly. Adieu, my dear cousin. Tell us news of yourself as often as you can, that is to say, as often as you can with safety. I embrace you. Marie Michon. Oh, what do I not owe you, Aramis? Said D'Artagnan. Dear Constance, I have at length, then, intelligence of you. She lives, she's in safety in a convent, she's at Béthune. Where is Béthune, Athos? Why, upon the frontiers of Artois and of Flanders. The siege once over, we shall be able to make a tour in that direction. And that will not be long, it is to be hoped, said Porthos. For they have this morning hanged a spy, who confessed that the Rothschilds were reduced to the leather of their shoes. Supposing that after having eaten the leather they eat the soles, I cannot see much that is left unless they eat one another. Poor fools, said Athos, emptying a glass of excellent Bordeaux wine which, without having at that period the reputation it now enjoys, merited it no less. Poor fools! As if the Catholic religion was not the most advantageous, and the most agreeable of all religions. All the same, resumed he, after having clicked his tongue against his palate, they are brave fellows. But what the devil are you about, Aramis? Continued Athos. Why, you are squeezing that letter into your pocket. Yes, said D'Artagnan. Athos is right, it must be burned. And yet, if we burn it, who knows whether Monsieur Cardinal's not a secret to interrogate ashes? He must have one, said Athos. What will you do with the letter, then? Asked Porthos. Come here, Grimaud, said Athos. Grimaud rose and obeyed. As a punishment for having spoken without permission, my friend, you will please to eat this piece of paper, then to recompense you for the service you will have rendered us, you shall afterward drink this glass of wine. First, here is the letter. Eat heartily. Grimaud smiled, and with his eyes fixed upon the glass, which Athos held in his hand, he ground the paper well between his teeth, and then swallowed it.